Right, let's see if this audio is working. So I lost my cables earlier. Now what microphone am I using? Camera audio. Alright, hang on a minute. Just got to muck around with the microphone settings. Hello, 1, 2. So you're, hang on a minute. Hello, 1, 2. So you're, hello, 1, 2. Is that working? I don't know that. Yeah, it's working. If it goes a bit weird, let me know on side chat and I'll put it back to the other one. So I didn't lose my cable for my external microphone. Doing that one there. I was actually using that. That one there. I was actually using the cable on one of my PlayStation 2 joysticks. And I couldn't remember what I'd done with the bloody cable. And I found another cable, but it's too short to go down to the PC. So I just remembered that. Hang on a minute. Before don't start hunting, you know, take the one off the actual joystick, swap it over, and plug it onto the other, onto the microphone. Right, right. I thought I'd do a little stream today. Well, you know what my little streams are like sometimes. But I thought I'd do a stream. All right, Angela, Ian, about different types of hunting. I'll get into the ghost hunting bit in a little bit, yeah, but I do apologise. I've been away a little bit longer than expected because I've been playing an online game. Well, it's actually on my Xbox One system. Actually, it's called the Call of the Wild, and it's like you go out hunting for animals and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, it's not so much a survival game where you get like Daisy or one of the zombie apocalypse kind of games, you know, where you have to go out and survive. You look for food, hunt for food, and stuff like that. But it's all going to kind of like, in one way, mingle in as one topic, I suppose. If I don't do a stream, I'll tell you, I'm going to be playing games, and you won't see me around as much because this game I'm playing, Call of the Wild, is a bloody good game, and I've been up till like 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning playing the damn thing because it is a little bit addictive, you know. And it ain't so much about going around hunting for wildlife. You've got tasks set by the actual reservation team leader. Like people have gone missing, you know, and like some guy has lost his wife and, you know, left his house and gone, you know, astray in the wilderness somewhere. You've got to find clues, and you know, it's a good game, you know, and you do earn points as well as like, you know, doing these tasks. As you know, you do earn a lot more just by hunting, you know, the wildlife on the game, and you know, there's like different reservations. You know, you got like Alaska, you got Africa, you got one in Italy, you got like Canada, you got I think there's about 8 different reservations that you can actually play on. And you do the same kind of thing. You go out hunting, and you try to build like a trophy because you've got like a little section on your game where you go and put all your trophies up, you know, but it does cost you money to, you know, put the trophies up. And you get that money by actually going out hunting for the animals. And like, you know, you've got lions, tigers, I think there's cheetahs, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think cheetahs are on the actual Savannah game map. You've got bears, you know, different types of grizzly bears. You got wildebeest, probably about 3 or 4 different kind of deers. You got antelope. You got buffalo. I'm trying to think that other big beastie thing with antlers. Moose. You know, you got rabbits. You got geese, ducks. You know, you got loads of different animals you can go out hunting here, and it is a bit of an addictive game. I'll tell you, that's one thing. Yeah. And I'm actually enjoying it. You know, I know I've taken a bit of time out of here, and I do apologise. You know, I am planning to do a stream sometime this week because I didn't do it last week. But I need to do a stream. You know, possibly a Ouija board as well, a little bit of ghost boxing, a little bit of general chit and chat. Yeah, but the reason I'm doing streams, like, you know, I'm thinking about hunting. Is hunting wrong? And it's not so much, you know, like, you know, going out hunting for animals, it's hunting for anything. You know, if you think about it, from the day we were actually put on this planet, we started hunting. We had to hunt for food. We had to hunt for shelter. We had to hunt for, you know, timber to make fires. You know, you had to, like, hunt for the resource to survive in one way, yeah. Now, you know, I just hope the activists don't, you know, start coming on my channel and start slagging me. But if we don't hunt animals, you know, we ain't going to survive, are we? That is part of survival. You know, the human race is born to hunt. We've been hunting animals, hunting for, like, food outside, you know, different kind of resources, firewood, even, you know, we hunt for clay and, you know, and stuff for that, you know, to make particular household goods, you know, like pottery and, you know, in Africa they hunt for certain types of clay for making their wooden huts and stuff like that. You know, actually, I suppose hunters in their own way. And, you know, I don't really agree people going out and hunting animals to stick the heads on the wall, you know, kind of thing, or to strip an animal for its fur coat. But, you know, that's part of life. That's part of humanity, you know. It's part of the thing that makes the world go round, you know. It's things we have to do to survive, and that's what it is, survival. But the thing is, I don't really agree with people going out hunting animals for the sake of it, you know, sport-wise. They could be doing other kind of stuff sport-wise. But, you know, we are who we are. You know, we can't help, I don't think, the way we act. Which let's say, like, well, as I haven't said it yet, but I think it is wrong, you know, going out and hunting animals and, you know, just put, you know, a trophy on the wall. You know, it is kind of sickening. But if you think about it, that's got to happen in some way, because in the game I'm playing, it's trying to state that you got to hunt certain animals to keep the lower species down, because otherwise that species is just going to kind of like go crazy and land crops and, you know, make other extinctions, you know, like other animal extinction kind of thing, you know. So that's why people do go out and hunt animals. So it is kind of one of those things that, you know, I know people get pissy about, you know, hunting animals for the sake of hunting them. Well, You know, hunting animals is part of the food chain as well. You know, not just for us, but for other animals. You know, do you see someone slag off a lion because he took down a deer? Come on, you know, I've got to go and tell that lion off because he killed that deer for his dinner. No, it's ridiculous. You know, it is a part of, you know, humanity. You know, even animal humanity kind of thing. You know, we do have to hunt. Um, we have to hunt for the things that we need. We have to hunt for, you know, like for scientific reasons as well. And that's why, you know, now I'm coming on to the paranormal. You know, some people say, like, you know, it's wrong for you to hunt down that spirit and, you know, to try to communicate with that spirit. You know, that person was once a human being. Yeah, I can understand that, yeah. But we're not hunting the actual spirit itself in some aspects. We are and we ain't. We are hunting because we are trying to find out if ghosts do really exist, you know, kind of exist. We're trying to find out if that spirit, ghost, entity is stuck. It needs help. It needs a way out of where it is right now, you know, kind of thing. Probably talking out of bullshit, but there we are, you know. But you know, I just thought I'd do a stream, you know, before I get back onto the Hunter Call of the Wild game. But you know, since you know, the mid 1800s, yeah, you know, before, you know, all the scientific stuff, you know, erupted, and you know what's come out for the light bulb. You know, we got electricity, we got internet, computers, cars, motorbikes, push bikes, you know, airplanes, you know, laptops, mobile phones, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's kind of hunting the squirrel in one way, because we had to hunt for the idea on how to actually manufacture that particular item. You know, we're not manufacturing. Well, we are in one way manufacturing animals as well by, I suppose, you know, through scientific resources, like, you know, they're cloning fucking mice with like human ears or whatever, you know, kind of thing. Weird shit. That's the kind of thing I don't like about, you know, animal rights. You know, I can understand, like, you know, if you find a new species, you're trying to find out about the DNA, you know, how old the species is. But when you're trying to, like, you know, scientifically, like, mess around with the DNA and, like, put new DNA on, like, you know, trying to form some weird fucking, like, creature, that's wrong, you know, that is wrong. But, you know, we are trying to learn, and we are hunters. You know, we're hunting for the truth. We're trying to find, you know, the answers. You know, we're not trying to find the answers about, I suppose in some aspects, you know, people want to know where a lion came from, you know, what part of the world, you know, how long it's been existing on the planet, you know, how many generations of like that particular lion is in its own like little community, if you want to say, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, ghost hunting isn't wrong. It's just a scientific kind of thing that we're trying to do. You know, I'm not a scientist myself, you know, kind of thing, but it is interesting to find out, you know, what happens to us after we die. You know, do we go to another parallel? Do we go to heaven? Do we go to hell? Why, after we die, do we consider staying around? Why do we stay around? What's the reason of staying around? What's the purpose of staying around? Is it because we, like, if I was a ghost, for instance, yeah, you know, if I was a ghost, what was the purpose of me being here? You know, why would I want to hang around? Is it because, one, I've not been able to cross over? Is it two, I'm afraid to cross over? Is it three, because I'm really pissed and angry and I'm an evil demonic spirit and I want to just ruin people's, living people's lives because, like, he wasn't looked after or cared for when he was, like, alive himself, or he just don't want someone being in his house and, like, ripping it apart. There's different reasons why, spirits can be really angry and pissed off with, living people. And I'm pretty sure that they can be angry and pissed off with, spirit people themselves as well. But what we do is that we're not hunting for the ghost itself. In one way we are, we're trying to find out who they are, where they come from, and what the purpose is. But that's the main reason. What is their purpose of being here? Why are they still here? Why have they not gone to, if there is a spirit world? Why have they not moved on? What's their reason still being here? Is it because, as I said, they're stuck, they're lost, and they don't know how to cross over? Okay, an envelope just fell or flew from up there on all that crap up there and landed down in my feet. And there's no reason because there's no draft in it. So, I'm just wondering why the cat was meowing a bit earlier, going a bit weird. Talking about meowing, she starts meowing. We are kind of like hunters because we're trying to gather the evidence. We're trying to, like, get the truth. We are using scientific equipment to, I suppose, like, learn in how experiences what we get from doing ghost hunting. We're trying to, like, document it. We can't say ghosts are real, but we can't say they're not real, because if you think about it, when you go out on an investigation and you're asking for a spirit's name, right? And on EVP, whether it be an audio recorder, your mobile phone, or camcorder, you may not hear it at the time, but on playback, when you ask for a name, you get the name. Though you may know the name yourself, it's kind of interesting that you get the name of what you've been asking. I don't think it's some kind of, like, telepathic form of, like, you thinking the name and you're telepathically sending some kind of thought speech out into your microphone, and your microphone's picking up your thought speech. No, there's got to be something out there that we're trying to collect, gather, and explain and document. With the the technology nowadays, we just don't know what kind of equipment can be used for, like, ghost hunting. I used to buy loads of different things. I even got, like, over there somewhere, or it might be in one of my metal cases, one of those little EMF kind of device, but it's not an actual EMF. It picks up, like, cavities in the wall, it picks up metal water pipes. I think it also picks up how it does it, but, like, water leakage and that kind of stuff. So, technology, it's always been kind of, like, brought in, and we tend to try to use some technology for ghost hunting. So I'm not reading chat. I'll go through chat in a little bit, yeah. And whatever evidence we do get, it's for us to believe that there is something out there. Although you get like the skeptics and the non-believers, which is in one way like going back to hunting, like animals. You know, you've got the activists where they don't believe people should go out hunting animals for certain reasons. Yeah, we got people out here in the paranormal community having their beliefs in saying like you shouldn't go out ghost hunting. No, you should leave that person alone. That spirit person. No, why go and do a ghost hunt in someone's house who you don't even know? You know, that person in that house, you never knew the person. Why go and bother it? It's because, like, you know, the people are living there getting activity, and the people don't want that activity. So they ask people like us, you know, to go down there and try to investigate and try to find out what's causing the activity in there, and try to like collect that information and try to document it, and if possible, try to reason with it and say, look, you know, you're not welcome here anymore. You know, you are dead. You don't exist on this earth anymore. You know, you're in a different like dimension or different. Like you're in a different dimension. You're not in the dimension that you once were in. You know, once you was a living person. You're now in a different dimension, and you need to go and move forward and not be stuck where you are right now, and giving these people, you know, all this activity, all this grief, all this hate, all this negativity, and that kind of stuff. No, we can't even prove that a ghost is even, you know, demonically negative. How do we know that we're not actually manifesting that negativity ourselves and thinking that the ghost or spirit is like negative? And, you know, the spirit is picking that up and thinking, well, hang on a minute, I'm not a negative bugger, but you're making me negative. Now, yeah, okay, I'm going to give you something back, you know, kind of thing. So that's when, like, you know, they start being a bit more mischievous or, you know, negative towards us because we're giving a negative form of energy to them, aren't we, I suppose? I don't know. But I don't think ghost hunting is wrong. I don't think any form of hunting is wrong, you know, because like we're learning through experience. You know, when I said about, you know, hunting food and stuff, we've got to hunt food to survive. We've got to hunt animals to like keep them under control, you know, because like if you think about it, you know, in the 1900s, you know, we had the rat plague here in London, didn't we? And they had to be exterminated by, you know, fire and poison, because otherwise, you know, the whole of London would have been so infested that there'd probably be like 1,000 fucking rats in every little dark corner, you know, in every little space of someone's house, you know, kind of thing. Can you imagine someone sitting in a room with like 10,000 rats running around? You know, they had to be exterminated because they were carrying germs and diseases and plagues and stuff like that, and that's what killed hundreds of thousands of people in the, you know, in London. So I don't think hunting's wrong. You know, any form of hunting is wrong. Hunting is like, you know, part of what makes the world go round. You know, it's part of humanity. We're hunting because we need the resource. We need, you know, we're hunting to like gather evidence. You know, even if you go out hunting for food, yeah, you might find a new species of food. Is that wrong? Because you've gone out and found a new species of food. That new species of food could have some kind of like, I can't think of the word. I get so stuck with words. It could have some kind of thing in it that may help, you know, may help medical research. You know, you could eat like one of the unknown mushrooms, which people say are poison, but you know, the mushroom could make you feel better. I don't know. You know, plants. You know, how many plants? How many plants are being used in drugs nowadays, and people are still hunting for new species of plants in hoping those plants can actually help with medical, you know, kind of I get so stuck with words. How do you know a new plant can't help with medical research to help people get better? If it weren't for people going out hunting and stuff, we wouldn't be. If hunting was banned, abolished completely on all aspects of hunting, there wouldn't be no humans on this planet. It'd be all animals, possibly. Even animals hunt. As I said, lions hunt, tigers hunt, cheetahs hunt, rabbits hunt for food. Little bunny rabbits hunt for food. Ants, they hunt for food. They hunt for their queen ant to populate their little ant hive, kind of thing. Hunting is part of the world, part of it is part of humanity in all aspects of forms, kind of thing. You can't stop hunting. Even animal activists can't stop hunting. Let's say, I don't agree with people going out, paying to go and hunt and taking an animal's life. And I'm not being an activist myself, kind of thing. I'm just saying, it is a bit sad to see, people going out and shooting a lion just to stick its head on the fucking flame or something, or a deer, or any form of animal, American eagles, for instance, people used to hunt them until they nearly got extinct, didn't they? Bears, leopards, tigers, any form of animal that you can taxidermist and stick on a mount, kind of thing. I think that is a bit cruel. If you're going out to try to control a species of animal to stop them overpopulating because it's causing a downfall on other animal life form, or a downfall on vegetation or forms of food that that we have to eat ourselves, then you go out and perform that task and lower those animal populations down a bit. You don't have to hunt them down to extinction like a lot of animals have been extinct. But even people, even in the scientific community, or people who knows everything about animals, say that animal's extinct, but there is one similar to it. Well, how do we know that animal hasn't just moved on to a different form? It's like us. How many different kind of people are on this planet? And I'm not being racist, but you got black people, you got Chinese, you got Indian, you got African. Black people, African. There's different forms of species in the African community. White people, you got English, German, Polish, Croatian. You've got different forms of people, just like different forms of animals. You've probably got 5, 6, 7 different forms of lions, tigers, and bears, kind of thing. And if one particular animal gets too populated, it's got to be kind of controlled. And controlling the species is okay, but trying to go out and wipe them out, as I said, we don't know if so many animals are extinct or not, because you got different types of tiger. Just playing this game, you got albino tigers, you got grey tigers, you got the other day I was playing the game, right, and I was out hunting on the Hunter Call of the Wild on my Xbox, and I was coming down to one of the smaller corners of the lake, and looking down at my scope, there's 4 bears, 4 fucking great big grizzly bears. There's a black bear, a brown bear, there's a cream kind of bear which had a red belly, and then you had another kind of a brown bear, right? So there's 4 different coloured type bears there, and for some reason I just took the pop shot at the brown bear. Now last night, I I don't know if I managed to like, knock him off with my rifle because I've only just started playing the game not long ago, and I'm using like a basic rifle. It does kill animals and stuff like that, but don't forget it's a game. It's a game, not a real life game. It's a electronic game I'm playing. Yeah, an Xbox PC game kind of thing. Again, it's just a game that I play. It's a good game actually for the Xbox. You can get it on PC as well through Steam. I've not played it on Steam, but because why should I play it on Steam when I've got it on Xbox? I'm actually getting the third version. Like the first one, you've only got a couple like DLCs, which are like little add-ons, which I originally downloaded from the internet onto my Xbox. Then I wanted, like, I've been buying the DLC, off the actual online shop to, get better weapons and better, kind of stuff like that, better tools, binoculars and stuff. So I've been downloading the DLCs. And I thought, what, instead of me buying them, I might as well buy the next game, the actual original game. Because, The Hunt of Call of the Wild originally came out 2017. In 2019, they brought out another version, but they actually added the DLCs what you was able to download onto version 2. Now they've actually got the 2021 version out, and you're talking about 65 quid for the game on Xbox One, and all they've done is put all the DLCs they've made, instead of you downloading them, it's actually on a disc, right? So I've actually got I think I've got the two different versions. I think I've got the two versions. Yeah. Luckily, I was able to get them a bit cheap on eBay. But you got this one here, and these are both still. Well, they're not sealed. That one's still sealed. That's the brand new. That's the 2017 one they came out with. And if you want all the add-ons and stuff like that, you have to download the add-ons, yeah. So although I'd already downloaded them, I thought, well, if my Xbox screws up, and I had to repair it like I did the other night. So I took the external hard drive off and I tried to get the games off, the videos, because you can save video clips on this on your Xbox. Then you can upload them to the Microsoft Cloud. Now I thought buying a disc might actually take less time to install, but then because I was buying the DLCs, I thought, well, hang on, I've ordered that, I do like to collect different fighters of the game, like Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc. So that's the original Call of the Wild 2017. This is the 2019 where you got like 3, maybe 4 DLCs on it, yeah, which were made for the first game. But what they've done is they just upgraded the game with the DLCs on the second version. Now they've got a third version out with a female character, because in here it's 2 male characters. You got the bear and the wild boar, and on this one you got the wild boar and the mountain cat, puma. I don't know what kind of mountain cat it is. But on the third one, they've got like a female with 2 other kind of animals on the actual picturing. Now with the 2021 year, it's just the same game as these 2 are, but with the actual all the DLCs that they've come up with up until today. Well, up until like 6 months ago. So I think they bought the DLC, the 2021 out about 6 months ago. So they put all the DLCs that they made for these 2 games onto the new version. I was going to buy the new version, but I want 65 quid for it, and I'm not paying 65 quid, no way. not in your Nelly. So yeah, I'm sitting here playing the game, and like I took my hard drive out to try to do something here, and it screwed up my external hard drive, so I had to start installing all the games again. Yeah. Now I would have thought a game, on CD would have only took half an hour to read and install itself. Nearly 6 hours it took to install that game, even on CD, DVD. Even one of my Call of Duty games took 8 hours to install from CD. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare on PC is like 128 gig because you've got to download all the content and stuff like that from the internet. And then with this, once I installed the second version, it only had like the 4 DLCs out of the 10 I'd already bought. So I had to re-download the other DLCs. And I'm thinking like today, I'm going to be playing some more of this again today. I thought, well, let's do a topic on hunting. Not so much animal hunting, but kind of combine about the hunting, Why do we hunt? What's the purpose of us hunt? Now, why do you go out? Even when you go shopping, you're out hunting, aren't you? In one way. You're hunting for the food you want, hunting for the special discounts, Some people go to the little section when they got like discounted food because it's nearly expired. We're all hunters. And you get all different forms of hunting. And paranormal is just one form of hunting. But if you think about it, the paranormal unity, how many types of paranormal kind of things you can go hunting at? You got the Yeti, Abominable Snowman, Bigfoot, Sasquatch. I believe that is one form of animal that's just kind of like moved away and like kind of like regenerated itself in a different form. Like, we supposed to have been, if you think about it here, the Bible says we were put on as Adam and Eve. But scientific research says that we was born from like fucking ape. Now they're saying that we was born from bacteria, kind of things. It's each generation is like changing. And, there's different generations of like paranormal. You got the mystical kind of stuff, like Chupacabra, Bigfoot, so-called Mothman, that kind of shit, But then you got ufology, aliens, all different kind of things in the paranormal. And there are people out there who are trying to like seek not so much the truth but the evidence by hunting for that evidence. So we're all hunters. Even you watching, you're a hunter. And you can't say, I don't hunt. You do. Because you go out hunting for the bargains. You go out hunting for clothes. You go out hunting for food. You go out hunting for the next house you want to go and look for. You hunt for the next vehicle you want to buy. So no one can turn around and say, hunting wrong. It's, like diabolical. I don't hunt. You do hunt. Everyone hunts. It's not so much hunting for animals, but you are hunting animal in one way. Because you're going out thinking, well, what kind of meat shall I eat tonight? So I'll go and buy some fish. So I'll go and buy some chicken, pork, ham, beef. Although you didn't kill it, you're still hunting to find out that special bargain. What are you going to have for dinner tonight? Even people that, mass produce crop-wise, yeah? Potatoes, carrots, onions, all that kind of veggie stuff, yeah? That was hunted down. if you think about it, cook. You know, some of the, I can't even think of them actually because I'm not into like, you know, a lot of like history, but people travelled around the world, you know, in their ships, you know, 1700s, you know, even earlier, went out hunting for, you know, kind of like different vegetation, wildlife, you know, potatoes, carrots, onions. They were brought back to the UK and other countries and traded. And they would have been traded if the other people didn't go out hunting for it. So hunting is just one of those things that you can't say you don't do. Even Mark, hello Mark, if you're there, I saw someone say hi, Ghost Ventures. Even Mark goes out hunting, ghost hunting. No, he even hunted out for his dog. Let's go and hunt for a dog today. Not hunt as like, you know, shoot and kill and eat, but you know, he wanted a companion, so he had to hunt for a companion, didn't he? There's a good shout. Hello, by the call witness. You can stream. You're online. It's big. I can't stream for the Xbox, by the way. I can't find a way of doing. Well, there are ways of doing it, but you need equipment. You know, you need this fucking like little digital box that you connect from your Xbox to your PC and from your PC onto your monitor, and just too complicated for me, mate. I have actually been putting a few videos up of the game I've been playing anyway on my Game and Adventure channel. But pardon me, if you can find the channel, Ian, and stick it up on the side chat, I'll be grateful. You know, it's just my gaming channel. I've got my Daisy Armour 2 server still up, which I'm closing down next month because I just can't afford it. You know, a quarter, you know, 3-month server with Infostar, which gives you the admin, you know, so you can do this and do that and add extra things to the actual online game. It's another £25. So you're talking like, you know, 50 odd quid, and I can't afford that. So, you know, I'm closing my server down next month, and you know, that I'll be bringing. I just wanted it up, you know, because I did, you know, really enjoy playing the Daisy, you know, kind of like game, and that's like zombies, you know, you're in an apocalypse, you know, you got to go out hunting. Again, a hunting game, you know, where you have to hunt for supplies, you know, weapons, bullets, food, water, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it's another survival game, but the actual server I'm in at the moment is going to be closed down next month. I doubt I'll have it back up anymore. You know, I've had like 3 or 4 different servers running that same game, and it's been, you know, pretty fun playing it, but no one's really going on there and using it, you know, kind of thing, or making any kind of like suggestion to donate to keep the server up. So I decided, no, fuck it, I'll close it down. You know, you know, I popped on there for 10 minutes last night to see what's going on, and there wasn't no one on there, and people being like, you know, just like going around, you know, looking for stuff, putting tents up, you know, safes and stuff like that, building a few little buildings, you know, to secure their stuff. And they don't really need to secure it because it's a PvE, player versus the environment. It's not player versus player where you can go around shooting everyone and destroying everything, you know, kind of thing. And with this game, you know, it's just like a survival game in one way. You got to go out hunting. Well, you know, you don't sit there, you know, oh, I'm going to have a nice chicken or lion steak tonight, you know, kind of thing. It is based on the hunting game, you know, kind of thing. And a lot of people would not like that, especially like activists and stuff like that. But, you know, there's hundreds of thousands of people playing it. It's just a game. It don't mean that, you know, because you're playing a hunting game, you're going to go out hunting tomorrow, is it? So, I have noticed, though, on some videos that some proper, real hardcore hunters that do go out hunting for real animals play the game as well. So I've been watching a few channels, and you can see, you know, the equipment that they've got behind them on their live streams when they're just doing a chat like this, you know, kind of thing. You know what? I'm stuck. I fucking forgot. I know I've been talking about hunting, but I've got what I was saying before. I got them disc out. Oh yeah, I know. I said like about Mark hunting for, you know, a companion. That is a form of, you know, you might say, well, no, it's looking. It's not. You know, you still got hunting around to look for that right companion, you know, kind of thing. You know, because he could have chose anyone out of a fucking 100,000 dogs, you know, kind of thing. You know, he hunted around and he found what he wanted, and he's got his little companion, which I've seen a video of him walking his dog on the shore, coast shore, on the sandy beach. So let's see what's said on the chat anyway. Hello, Michael Profitico Cat, or whatever that is. I can't even fucking read it. Hello, I'll just say hello, Cat, anyway. Diabolical Witness. Anything and everything paranormal. Who's that? Oh, I bet that's fucking Rose. I bet that's Rose. Because the only person who does all fucking long letters is Rose. I bet you. And it's Rose. Changing the fucking handle again. Hello, darling. Hi, paranormal. Hello, paranormal. Anything and everything. Yeah. Hi, Rango. Do you think TV shows like Ghost Hunters aren't real? That's a good question. I think with a lot of ghost hunting shows, they do start off trying to find out, you know, hunt down the existence of ghosts. But with TV shows nowadays, they just make a mockery out of it, you know. It's all for ratings. You know, a couple of shows which I won't mention have, you know, started off really, really good. But, you know, people come out from, you know, behind the scenes at the woodwork and say, look, you know, we don't like the way the show's been operated, because, like, we're supposed to be going in there trying to, like, you know, gather evidence and, you know, scientific proof that the spirits exist. And when we ain't getting nothing, the producers make us go back and fake shit. Why do you think a few of the more recent people that actually worked on these TV shows decided to leave because they didn't want to be a part of fakery? Look at one TV show right now, right? Why did they change their name? Because they got called out. They got called out, didn't they? Ghost Hunters. They changed it to another fucking name. And then, you know, it hasn't made the show any better. No, they're still act fucking like idiots, and there's still people coming out saying that they're still faking shit. Not saying that they, you know, they're completely fake all the time. You know, they do get a lot of evidence. I've seen a lot of good stuff on this TV show, you know, kind of thing. But it's the producers that make them do it because, like, they don't get the ratings. They ain't getting the ratings. They ain't getting the show, are they? And, like, they lose money. So, you know, I say I ain't going to mention shows, but, you know, Ghost Adventures, Yvette Fielding, she's supposed to be a ghost hunter, right? She's like a little fucking girl. You know, she comes out all big, ooh, Come on, throw something. Do something big. Tap one of us. Bang something hard. I'm not scared of you. Hear a little knock beside us. She screams like a little girl and runs away. Oh, oh, oh. You scared me, you scared me. Stupid. Yvette Fielding, she shouldn't be in Ghost Hunting fucking show. She's going to be like an idiot. Got no respect for the woman. Anyway, so what's next? So yeah, Ghost Hunting TV shows. I think the ones that ain't actual TV shows but have got, very good reputation on YouTube are a lot better. And I mean a lot better than normal TV shows. I'm not saying all TV shows are shit. There are a few out there, but I can't remember what they're called. But some of them are pretty good. Yeah, we're scholars, mate. Hello, Bad Banana. Weren't for scholars, wouldn't know fucking shit, would we, eh? No, all these scientific people researching. No, what if we had never found a way of getting electric? We wouldn't have nothing, would we? We wouldn't have no light bulbs. We'd be back in the Stone Age. We'd be, who even thought of how to produce a candle? Animal skin is like wax in it. They use that. We all got kind of like waxy, kind of like substance there in our body. Oils. Who in the thousands of years ago thought, hang on, that stuff there, it's just waste. I'm going to throw it on the fire. Who even thought of making a fire in, thousands of years ago? Who's was the first ever person who made fire? And once they had the fire, yeah, and they're skinning a rabbit or some other poor little creature, so they could have their dinner. They had this like fluid coming out of it. Put it in a bowl and thought, right, don't want that, throw it on the fire. Fire flares up, and it made the fire last 20 times longer than it normally did. So, there are people out there that, come up with things that they don't even realise that they've come up with. Oil, wax, burning substances, like, charcoal. Did you know charcoal? Like, I didn't even know this. Seriously, I didn't even know this, yeah. Charcoal is just like burnt wood, which has been put out. Well, this is what I see it is, yeah. Because I've actually made up some myself, which I didn't even realise I fucking did. I had a little fire burning over at my bushcraft, yeah. And, I just made a cup of coffee. I had a little kettle, which someone sent me on my other channel about a year ago now, actually. I had a little kettle, had my little fire, boiled the water. I was drinking it, and I was just going to get ready to pack up and go home. And I threw the water on there to put the fire out, make sure the fire was out. And the fire had only been on for about 10 minutes, and there's still a lot of wood that needed to be burnt through, which hadn't. So I made sure the fire was out, went home, went back about a week later, the wood had dried out, and I'd made charcoal myself. I thought, whoa, charcoal. And, charcoal actually helped make the fire start a lot quicker than it normally did. So, people finding that kind of stuff through research. I don't think, charcoal was ever, researched, trying to find out how to make it. I think charcoal was accidentally made, like hundreds of other things were accidentally made and have been able to be used as a resource, I suppose. Yeah, just be respectful. Hello, Shrimp Shack. How's it going, mate? How's it going, Mark? Did you go on that TV? I ain't seen your TV episode. Can you send a link to me on Facebook, your TV episode? because I'd like to see it. I know you said you was going to be on TV, but I've not seen it yet. Mainly because I've not been on this computer, you know, going through the paranormal. To be honest, I've not even been on Facebook that much. I've been sitting here and watching other videos on different social media format. Well, not on social media formats on YouTube, but you know, playing the hunting game and bushcrafting, and you know, I ain't been spending a lot of time on, you know, watching paranormal stuff. I've been watching a lot of other stuff. Where is Mark on here? I don't know if I made him a moderator or not. I'll scroll right back up in a minute. Yeah, that's Rose. Put her as a mod. I'll use a mod. Yeah, it's good to see Rose back on. Oh, she said she was taking time out. I didn't think he was coming back till December. But as I said, like, you know, we're all hunters in all different kind of forms. You know, we've been hunting out for animals, hunting for food, clothes. You know, even hunting out for, you know, the proof, the evidence. It's still hunting. And if people think that hunting is wrong, they're more for you, because you go out hunting on a daily basis anyway. So you can't say, you know, hunting's wrong when you're hunting yourself. Well, Kesho, still there, Rose? I'll see you soon. Bye. Don't even know what she said. Hang on. You know, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, some games are stress relieval. You know, sometimes, like, even with the game I'm playing, you know, it lays the stress down. You know, it does give me a headache because I'm looking at the screen quite, you know, constantly. And, you know, the way I'm sitting is making my knees hurt. So I tell you, like, stop playing the game, go up and stretch my legs, because, like, you know, my knees are really bad, you know, the arthritis in them. Plus, I'll get cramps in my hands as well. So I had to, like, stop playing for about half an hour and just leave the game running, you know, kind of thing. Run back to my little cabin and, like, you know, make sure no bears or lions or tigers or whatever can come and, like, attack me. When they do attack you, they just bash into you and lower your health thing down. But you can actually go into the online store and buy this, like, medic kit that puts your puts your health back. But if you run out of health, you die, but you get respawned again to your nearest location, being, you know, where he was. Not you don't get respawned back where you died. You get respawned back to your nearest, like, living quarters, little hut, shack, cabin, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but I've been putting, like, I can't do like a live stream that I want to do on the game side of my YouTube. But when you're playing the game, you can actually go into the settings and you can actually record up to the last 5 minutes of what you've been doing in the game. So if I'm, like, crawling around on my belly and I'm targeting a lion and I shoot the lion and the lion drops and I go to, you know, go up to the lion, because you know, you got, when you kill an animal in the game, you just don't kill it and leave it. You got to go there and, like, you click on it and it tells you a little bit about the lion, the weight, the sex, the value cost, and if you can taxidermy and show that in your hunting lodge, which you have to buy online. You know, your hunting lodge as a DLC, which I did last night, and I've only got like 3 animals which I killed and taxidermied, and I've got in my hunting lodge, which is a bloody big place. You know, it can take up to about 500 animals and, you know, weapons and stuff like that. Really important show. So yeah, last night I was just mucking around with that. I came off it for a little while, watched a few videos, and at 3 o'clock this morning I thought I'll have another quick go. And I'll tell you, when you're playing games, time goes so quick. I thought 2:30, I'll give it an hour. Playing it, kept turning around. I thought 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Well, 3 o'clock, I didn't go to bed till about 6 o'clock again yesterday morning. Well, this morning, I say, this morning. The other day, I was up fucking like 12 hours playing the damn thing. Hello, Paranormal Drama Llama. Yeah, oh, here we go. Your video hunting llamas is wrong. Yeah. It's actually, I ain't seen no llamas on this game, actually. I know they was thinking about doing a map for this game, an Australian map. But I don't think llamas are in Australia, are they? So if they were, I'll be going around hunting all the llamas. No, I don't think, like, you know, quite a few channels. Well, there's 2 channels I watch, and they said that they're going to be meant to be bringing out a map based in Australia. You know, we can go around shooting the kangaroos and poor little koala bears, possibly, and, you know, the tigers and, you know, all the wildlife in there. I don't know what kind of wildlife, you know, is in Australia actually, but they brought out 2 different maps before they even considered bringing out the Australian map. If they're going to bring an Australian map out, I don't know, but it's only time to tell, I suppose. Oh, a bit of nookie, eh? Hello, Yoic. How's it going? Yeah, it's getting cold. Mind you, I ain't been too bad here. Hello, Jessica. I don't smash my game. If I can't get on with the game, I just like leave it, uninstall it, and I won't go back to it until I feel like going back to it. Like, you know, there's Call of Duty games I love playing. You know, the first Call of Duty game that came out, I still got it, and if I feel like going back to it, I just reinstall it and play it on a single player, finish the whole campaign, and then remove it again. And if I ever want to play it again next year, I'll install it again. Some people say, well, why install it and then play it and then complete it and then uninstall it later? No, you got other features on there. Right? Some games I only like playing, you know, single player. I find, like, with the experience I've had in the gaming community playing multiplayer, it's fun, yeah, but it's bloody annoying as well, you know, especially when you get people like I had, you know, causing aggro, not just so much online, you know, in personal life, but on game as well. So I always play single player games now. I don't even go on multiplayer games that much nowadays, to be honest with you. I just don't want to be a target on there on the multiplayer games, like I did on this YouTube with the same people in the gaming community. You know, they knew the shit that I was going through, and for him to do that video on me, rather bad. I did change my gaming channel name over. It used to be Steve's War Games Adventures, but now I put it as Mr. Steve's Gaming Adventures. And if you want to go and check out that channel, you know, I know quite a few of you do check out my other channel, but if you want to go and check it out, it shows you the game I'm playing and, you know, what animals I tend to go hunting. You know, there's loads of animals I've not even found at the moment. I know we are supposed to be able to get geese and ducks and other kind of like bird life, but I've only ever found a couple of like, what are they called? Turkeys. And I shot a couple of turkeys. How many turkeys I shot, I don't know, but I've only shot a couple of turkeys because they're very hard and very rare to find, you know. Even though you can hear them from like a close distance, trying to see those turkeys, although they got a red neck, they're so bloody hard to like, you know, find in the, you know, in the foliage. It's just like fucking ridiculous, man. So hard to find them. Ducks and geese, I'm not really getting any on this particular map I'm playing. I'm playing, what's it called? Silver Ridge. I think it's based in Canada or America somewhere. But I've been playing that one more because there's a lot more animals, which is near to one of my little cabins. Because what happens when you get to a little kind of like base, you had to raise the flag. And once you've risen the flag, when you go out hunting, so there's like base 1, 2, 3, 4 here. You don't get spawned back at base 1 all the time if you get killed by a bear, lion, tiger, whatever here. If you get, or even a buffalo, and I've been hit by a few buffaloes, I tell you, and elks, and moose on there. What couple of times I got fucking like taken out by tigers on the Savannah African map. And you don't, when you get killed, you don't respawn where you do on some games. Yeah, you get spawned back where you are or close to it. If you've got like, if you've been to visit 4 cabins and you've raised a flag on it, then you know where the actual cabins are. Yeah. So if you're in between 1 or 2 of them and you want to go back to reload, you know, you can't just go to the store, you know, in your settings and like buy more bullets. You've got to go back to the cabin, and outside is like a little kind of like tin, kind of like cabinet thing, and you push your X and you got to go into the store that way, and then you go and buy whatever equipment you got. But while you're out in the field, if you press one of the console keys on the, you know, the PC is completely different, but when you're running under a controller, if you press either one of those two, it puts you into a menu where you go into your settings and you can go into your inventory, you can swap things around. But when you want to buy stuff, you've got to go to one of your shelters and buy it from the shelter itself. So if I'm like in the middle of nowhere, but I'm in between 2 particular buildings, 2 of my little cabins, yeah, if I get killed by like a mountain bear, you know, like a black bear or a mountain lion or something like that, yeah, and I've got no medication with me to like build up my health, when I die, I'll get respawned back to the nearest cabin location. So if I've killed that mountain lion as he's killed me at the same time, yeah, I've got to try to remember where my body was to go back to, you know, like, I can't recover nothing because, like, you know, everything's still in your inventory when you die anyway, yeah. You don't have to go back and like spend more money buying new weapons and stuff like that, or go to like a little safe. It's all in your settings. You know, it's hard to explain. You know, if you haven't got the game, you can actually download. If you've got Xbox and you got what was it called? Game. God damn it, an argument outside. Yeah, if you can't afford the actual full price of the game, you can actually go on to Google and you can put like the Hunter Call of the Wild CD key, and you can go to a website and you can get the key itself to a digital download. And what you do, you go into your Xbox and you redeem the actual serial code. Then you can actually download the actual game through the Xbox community download site or whatever it is. Yeah, this one's new and sealed because I only got it yesterday, but that's the first edition, as I say. And I had actually already downloaded like about 7 or 8 DLCs, and I thought this one would have actually had them all. So I uninstalled that one, which was a big mistake, because when I put this one on, it took nearly 7 hours to install, and it only had one DLC that I didn't have. So that was a bit of a point, wasted the point, because I could have bought the DLC for £2.50 for that one extra DLC instead of deleting the whole fucking game, reinstalling it and waiting 7 hours to play the game again, kind of thing. But at least it gave me 7 hours away from the game, and like I could watch a bit of TV and YouTube channels, which I did do. But once it was uploaded and installed, I had to get back on it and download all the DLCs again, which I'd already paid for. But it's a good game, So some people, activists may not like that kind of game. They think it's wicked, but it's just a game. It's just a game. But I have seen, real, YouTube videos, like I said earlier, with, real hunters. They've got like trophies in the background. You can see their rifles. You can see their hunting gear in the background. Them wearing a hunting cap. And they're sitting there playing the game as well. So I think with some of the games, they actually, in one way, teach them a little bit more from the game than what's in real life. Especially like, different animals, different ways of like, different weapons they can use and all that kind of stuff. Ow. I just went whale boat. Oh, shit. Hello, Neil. Many people have asked that question, yeah. I think to that question myself, if I had to answer that question, I think a lot of spirits that stay in the spiritual world is 2 reasons, yeah. One, they want to stay there because they're waiting for a loved one, or they're looking after someone, that's still alive, kind of like, I believe that my dad is always over, keeping an eye on my daughter Jessica, protecting her from evil spirits, negativity. Even his spirit can't hold back, real bad, evil, negative spirits, unless he calls other spirits in, and just like real life, really. I suppose, like, if I knew I was going to have someone banging on my door, threatening to punch my head in, I need help, don't I? And if I can't get a family member down here, to help me, then who's the next person? Well, it's the police, isn't it? Being threatened. So if someone in the spirit world feels like they need to be there, because either, the living relative or friend or whatever it is, loved one, may have some kind of threatening energy there, then they're there as, I suppose, like as a protection to try to get rid of that negative energy. So it could be there as like a protection, or it could be there because they want to be there, and they want to see, their loved one, grow up, grow old, I don't think they can actually like interfere, you know, with a living person. Like they can't suddenly like attack someone because like they've been attacked by a living person. Like let's say, I'll just go and make up something for instance. Yeah, let's say I had another son by the name of Peter, and you know my dad, you know, was there looking after Peter. If Peter was going to like get beaten up or something, he can't like suddenly manifest and like, you know, attack those people, can he? It's impossible. There's so many people saying, "Well, I got attacked by a ghost." Well, I've been scratched many times. You know, how do we get scratches? I don't know. You know, I can't scratch certain parts of my back. You know, see, with scratching, right, is another story because, like, you know, sometimes you might scratch yourself and you don't realise it. You know, I'm always biting my nails. Everyone bites their nails, yeah. I don't care what they say. I'll never bite my nails. You know, people do bite their nails, and if you're biting your nail, you know, and there's like a little chip there, and you don't realise, I can feel a little chip there right now because I was biting my nose a little bit earlier. I can feel like a little bit sticking out. If I start scratching my neck, you know, and 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, my neck starts burning, and I forgot that I scratched my neck earlier. Why's what? I'm going to blame a ghost, aren't I? Oh, I've been scratched by a ghost. When it could be myself, you know. But there have been scratch marks down at my back, which I can't even physically even get hold of, you know. Like, you know, there's a part of the spine I can't even reach, and I've had scratch marks down there. But people can turn around and say, well, you know, maybe, you know, something was sticking out the side of the chair. But when you've got 3 or 4 scratches, you know, I believe that is more of a like, I don't really class it as a demonic spirit, to be honest with you. Because even good spirits, they tend to scratch you just to let you know that they're there because they're not being, in one way, um, they're not getting that communication. You know, they could be tapping and knocking, and you're thinking, oh, it's just next door, you know, neighbours, you know, knocking, banging. You know, I think the only way I would feel that a spirit was here and was here to communicate would actually be, you know, like poltergeist activity or manifestations or, you know, something physical. Like, you know, feels like someone's tapping you on the head when you know it's not you or anyone else tapping you on the head, you know. But then that's when, you know, like, you know, I can hear a lot of noises here now. But I don't class it as like spiritual. You know, even when you hear that little creak at night times now, you can't put that down as paranormal because it's getting colder. You know, every house in this world, you know, squeaks when the weather gets a bit colder because you know, every little nook and cranny in your home is expanding or despanding because of the, you know, the climate changes. So like, I'm getting like an itch or I feel like I've been scratched at the back right now, but it's just an itch. And when you got an itch and you scratch that itch, you know, you don't realise how far you're scratching into your skin because that little, you know, little bit of nail that's sticking out after you've been chewing it, you know, kind of thing. You know, but I think, like, you know, saying like the spiritual thing, yeah. If they want to stay, they stay. If they don't, they don't. And I think a lot of spirits may be stuck because they don't know what is on the other side, and they're too afraid to go on the other side. Unless another spirit comes through and says, "Oh, it's wonderful," you know, it's like, um, you know, it's one of those places like where Adam and Eve was, you know, no trouble, no hate, all love, and you know, perfect. I can't even pronounce it now. Um, you know, all wonderful love and light over there, you know. But how do we know that spirit's come back and told him that and he's lying? That spirit's coming over and saying, oh, he's like, I can't fucking get so hard trying to think of words. It's like paradise. That's the word, paradise. Such paradise over there. You want to come over. Really, really nice. And they give you, a spirit's giving that spirit a little bit of a story about it. And they go, oh, that sounds really nice. How do we know that other spirit that's come over and, telling them about paradise is even telling the truth? They could be lying to another spirit. And that spirit that's come over saying, it's paradise over there, could be something like dark, evil, demonic. Falsely lying to that other spirit, claiming the trust. And once that trust is like, yeah, okay, I'm coming over. And suddenly, like, the crossover and they're in pitch darkness, they're in like hell, and now we got you, we got your spiritual soul over here. Now you're going to be our servant, our slave. So I think, like, some spirits are a bit afraid of crossover. And if you think about it, spirits can manipulate us as well, because, like, how many stories that have been that there where spirits, where people said, like, I saw a spirit of my, like my son in the kitchen. And I know he wasn't in the kitchen. He was at school. So there's spirits that can actually, like, manifest and manipulate you and make you think that, you're seeing one of your loved ones there. It's like one of those mind control things. And they're there, like fucking you around, I watched a video not long ago, actually. I think it was a documentary one where I think it was like one of those My Haunted Story ones, like My Haunted Home or something, yeah, where a house was haunted and this woman's getting locked at activity, but she didn't want to say nothing, yeah. And she's coming home one day and she comes out, she parks the car, she gets out and she sees her daughter's friend walking past the garage, and she calls out to this girl and the girl doesn't answer. I thought, well, that's a bit strange. And this girl, this looked like her daughter's friend in real life. And she called out and she didn't answer. She turned around to lock the car door up, turned back, and the girl went there. And, she should have still been there. So she thought, oh, maybe, like, she ran around the corner, or gone back in the front door, thank you. And she's gone into the house. And funny enough, her daughter's friend was sitting there. Goes, how did you get back in here that quick? And this girl goes, what do you mean? I ain't been out. Goes, but I thought I just saw you outside near the gap. Nope, not been out anywhere. I've been sitting here watching TV with your daughter. So, spirits can manipulate you. And I think they're the real nasty, negative ones. That's if it is a spirit, because we, that's why we do this kind of thing. That's why we're hunters. We're trying to find out, are these spirits real? Is a spirit of once a living person? Is that our mind playing tricks on us? Is it something from another dimension? How do we know there's, like, like many people said, there's multi dimensions, and it's like a time slip kind of thing, and there could be a duplicate of me. Shame if there was, poor bugger. But let's say, like, someone could say, well, I just saw you outside, but I was actually inside, kind of thing. But I could have been outside, in a different dimension, like 30 seconds ago, or 30 seconds in the future. So, like, it's like a time slip dimension kind of thing, that people might be seeing. If you understand what I'm on about. I know I talk shit, but you know, I thought I'd just do a stream. You know, if you don't like the way I talk, then that's up to you. You know, if you think I'm a laughing joke, then that's up to you. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm just here, you know, having a general conversation. And if you want to come in and you know participate, fine. But if you don't, then you know, if you think I'm some kind of nutcase, then that's your opinion. Just don't come on my channel and say, Steve, you're a fucking nutcase. You need locking up, because I've had that. And yeah, I think I do need locking up a couple of times, you know, but not indefinite, you know. I do need a bit of a break, you know. I need to get, I've got so much shit in this house, you know. It's really stressing and depressing, you know. If I didn't have so much shit in this house, I'd probably be a lot less depressed, a lot less anxiety and, you know, stress as well. But a lot of this is caused by, you know, social media as well. And I'm not picking on just certain people. So I've made up with people. But I still get attacked left, right, and centre sometimes. And I just don't bother with it anymore. I'm not giving them the time of day. I don't. If you see, like what happened to me earlier in the year and last year, I don't give them the time of day anymore. I don't even fucking bother talking about it. I don't give them that recognition. I don't do no videos back on them. I don't say their names, their channels, whatever. No, because I'll get left alone now. I still get the trolls on here time to time, but fuck them. They get kicked out. The moderators kick them out. Unless I say them quickly first and I say that, oh, mod, you're too fucking late. I've done it this time. Well, yeah, because like ghost hunting, you know, I started off with general about hunting. You know, is hunting wrong? You know, because like we are all hunters. You know, I started talking about, you know, going out hunting for wildlife. You know, and you know, you have to watch from the beginning. I think the spirit work, yeah, is that I'm gonna have to do another stream on that. To be honest with you, yeah, because it's fucking hard to explain sometimes, and I was still a little bit tired. You know, I did go to sleep till about 6:30 again this morning because I was playing Call of the Wild. I'm trying to like get a few more bucks, not bucks as an animal, but you know, money ties. You know, money on game. Trying to buy a new weapon, buy a few extra essentials that I need on game. I think spirits have a choice. You know, you're not always, or if you're going to cross over, you need to be in the spirit world constantly. You know, in the spirit world, there are rules and regulations. I'm pretty sure, you know, you can't come down and do whatever you want to do like you did in life. You know, if you're going to start causing problems, then you're not going to be welcome back in the spirit world, are you? Not in the positive side. You know, if you was all a nice pie, you know, good person, and you know you crossed over into the positive side of the spirit world, then there's going to be rules and regulations though. You can't come back and you know see that one of your loved ones has been picked on. You're thinking, right, you know, this is out of order. You know, he can't defend himself, so I'm going to step in, and you know, it's going to cause you that spirit, that negativity, and that negativity could be a part of the rules in the positive side of the spirit world that you can't have negativity. And if you're going to start, you know, interacting and causing problems to that person who's giving your son problems in the real world, then you'll make that spirit's making himself negative, a bad spirit. You know, you might turn around and go, "Oh, look, I'm sorry, but you know, I need to do this. You know, I need to protect my son. You know, I can't see that nasty ass ghost, you know, keep like attacking and scratching them, making you know see things and making him look like if he's going insane or something. You know, unless like you know, I think there might be some form of like spiritual energy that can be called upon, like one of our archangels, our protectors, that have the right, the abilities to come over and sort out these negative ones. I think like if like my dad, for instance, I feel like he's a spiritual protector. No, he's here to protect me, but I don't think he's allowed to actually kick ass. No, if there's a negative energy in here that's causing me a lot of issues, then my dad can try to hold back that energy, but can't actually interact with it. So he has to call someone with higher power, higher energy from the spirit world, and say, look, my son's being attacked, deal with it for us. So I think that might happen. I don't know. I don't know. The only way I'm gonna know is if I'm fucking dead myself. If I find out, I'll come and tell you guys. I'll come and haunt every one of you and give you the activity you want, and then try to give you some information through a ghost box or an EVP or something. I don't know. It's just that we're hit. That's what we're trying to find out. There's a lot of evidence we ain't gonna find out. Any spirits can't tell us what's going on. The nasty ones can come through and manipulate us and lie to us and say, oh yeah, da 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 da, and it's just all fucking lies and fake and bullshit, And spirits fake shit. I just wondering how many dimensions are out there. Someone said there's 4, then I reckon there's thousands of dimensions. Now that American TV program, Time Slip, how many dimensions did they cross through? And that Jumper, that TV program, Jumpers, where they had that little handheld gadget, and they had to be in that location, that dimension, that duplicate universe, but in a different form, they could jump into a location and it could be nuclear attacks or something, They could jump into another one where, it's just like a frozen universe. Then I can jump into another one where, they actually did jump into one where there's fucking zombies there, kind of thing. So, I'm pretty sure there's multiple universes out there, multiple dimensions, not universes, but multiple dimensions. But how many, we don't know. How they can come up with 4? Can they prove that there's 4 dimensions out there? With this scientific research? No, because the government withholds all information. So they knew that there was how do we know that the government hasn't sent, military into another dimension and, controlled it? I don't know. But guys, I'm gonna go. I said what I said. It's just, I said with Ulrich here, thoughts about ghost hunting, is it wrong? Is any kind of hunting wrong? Well, we are ghost hunters. We're trying to find the truth, the evidence, by the research that we do. But when we do get it, we can't prove it's real even. So that's why we hunt for it. And, it's said before, hunting is part of human life. We hunt for anything and everything in this universe, in this on this planet. Hunting for food, hunting for clothes, hunting for water, resources, research. It's all hunting. Even you go out hunting the next day or today. Oh, what am I going to go out and get today? Well, if you think about it, you're hunting for that next thing. You know, I need a new mattress because my mattress is like, you know, it's getting a bit springified. So, you know, I'm going to start, you know, in a new year, I've got to hunt for a new mattress. I want another chair. This chair is like, you know, really bad. It does squeak quite. It's not too bad now, but it does squeak sometimes a lot more worse than the other one. And I can't really get comfortable on it because I've had to put like 4 pillows down because like when I'm selling it, it's really making my backside hurt. But now I've got like 4 pillows down. It's not too bad, but I still had to like fidget around quite a bit. So this chair was a bit of a big mistake getting it. I should have not so much researched, but hunted around for a better chair. You know, I need a new dressing table, so I've got to hunt for a new dressing table. So we are all hunters in one way. Hunters and researchers, because like once you hunt for something, you've got to research it, haven't you? If you don't research, you know, you ain't going to get the better thing that you need. You know, if you're going to go out hunting for an animal for food, you got to research where the best hunting ground is as well. So when you're doing paranormal, you know, and you want to go to a really good location to go and ghost hunt for that spectre, that, you know, that paranormal activity, that ghostly sighting or whatever, you've got to research it as well before you can go out and hunt for that information. Because if you think about it, research is also hunting as well. But anyway, I'm going to go. I've been on bloody hour and a half. But I will say, I will try to pop on during the week. I was going to do a stream earlier, last week, Wednesday, Thursday, I was going to do a stream, but I just didn't feel like doing it, to be honest with you. And I was playing, you know, my game, playing a couple of different games actually. But I wanted to do another Ouija board session, but I just wasn't up to it. I didn't feel, you know, strong enough. I felt a bit tired anyway. I just wanted to sit back and relax. And, you know, when you're doing the paranormal stuff, I don't care what anyone says. If you're doing a Ouija board, ghost box, you know, even now it's taking a lot of energy out of me because I'm talking so much shit, so much crap. Some people might like this kind of crap. Some people probably think he's a great guy. You know, that conversation he's just had, you know, that lecture is really brilliant. But some of you think this guy is full of shit. You know, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He needs to shut the fuck off and get off the live stream. Well, now the time's come. I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm getting off and I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee and I'm going to turn on my Xbox and have a couple of more hours, 3, 4, 5 hours of the Hunter Call of the Wild Xbox game and go around and do some hunting. So yeah. So I'm glad I'm going because the trolls are coming on now. So too late, trolls, you dumbasses. So that's been blocked. I'm getting a bit sick and tired of drinking cold coffee. Yeah, bye troll. I wish I could be by a sexy female right now, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen, is it? But yeah, never mind. Trolls will trolls, haters will haters. But it don't bother me because I'm going now anyway. So thank you for the view. I love you for the view. I appreciate the view. Thumbs up. Love you. Come back another time under a different troll account and you'll get blocked again. Right, catch you later all. I'll probably try to be on, as I said, like later in the week. I just didn't want to do the Ouija board like I was going to do earlier in the week. So you know, it does take a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy, and I just didn't have the energy. So I try to build up the energy and do one probably Wednesday or Thursday. I might do another coffee time break before then, but even when I'm doing coffee break times, you know, it does wear me out. You know, all this talking, whether you think it's garbage or not, you know, kind of thing, it still wears you out talking because you're using energy all the time, aren't you? So I'll try to get like a good night's sleep during the week. And if I feel like, you know, I'm energetic and I want to do a stream, I'll let you know. All right, catch you later. Have a good weekend, what's left of it. Have a good week. See you later. Bye all.